Welcome to Investment Talk Only with Johnny Ruiz. It's time to get to the money. It's Investment Talk Only.
Yo, what up? Welcome to Investment Talk Only. I'm Johnny Ruiz. Got my co-host Monique Benitez. What's good, Monique?
What's
Hey,
up? It's been a long time.
yeah, it's been a long time, so I'm super excited. I'm ready to get back into things. I haven't really stopped doing most of the stuff I've been doing. I just not out there like that, but I'm still in the background, still talking to people, still helping people out, but I'm ready to get back into it like 100%. So I was like more like 80%. So I'm back at 100.
Well, you've been missed. My freaking phone, DMs, everything has been blowing up. Like, yo, where's your brother? Where's Johnny? I gotta talk to him. And I'm like, he's cooking some stuff right now. He'll be back because it's been a crazy 2 months in the market.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 2 months. And literally, if you guys haven't watched the reason why I was out, watch the last video I posted. It kind of explains it, but that happened like literally like the first day of the market correction. And then so I missed out on all of this. And man, we could have had a lot of good videos, but we could still have good videos. But yeah, I was working the same amount because people were hitting me back up like stress. God, it was stressing me out, but
Yeah.
it's cool. But so I don't know. We're going to cover a few things in here, and also a stock of the week. But I guess you want to jump into the correction stuff, or what do you want?
Yes, let's jump into the correction because it was a big thing. Like, people were stressed out and people didn't understand what's going on. Every people who are not in the stock market, who do other things like, oh, the market's about to crash, blah blah blah. Like, how do you feel? Like, all your money is about to be gone. And I'm like, calm down. Like, just relax. Just relax. That's basically what I was telling everybody. People who are stressing out, I'm like, just relax, ride the wave, ride the roller coaster. Right now, we're in a dip, but we're gonna come back up. Just
Yeah,
sit, put your money in there. Don't be scared. So a lot of people were scared. They're like, "Oh, I pulled all my money." I'm like, and they lost money, and it came back up, and then now they're like, "Damn."
yeah. So
So just kind of explain what that was, what a correction is.
yeah, so for those who don't know, a correction is when so the market tends to run hot. Usually have a bull market. So bull means that it's going up. And usually if that does that for a while, for like months and months, so
Mm-hmm.
probably every 12 to 18 months or maybe even sooner, but 18 months is usually the longer end of that. By
Mm-hmm.
18 months you can expect some correction, so that means a 10% dip in the market. So that just it's just because the markets are running efficiently. Is The bull run has had its run and now need to come back to kind of because it's overheated. So actually, a correction is a good thing. One, because it means the market is it's running how it should be. It's not running too hot, and it comes down. And then the second thing is it's a buying opportunity. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, say so this guy Dan Ives, who's a big analyst on Wall Street, made an analogy to this. So say you buy a pizza, like you best New York pizza that you love, and it's you always get it at $3. So imagine getting that same pizza for $1 now. That's basically the buying opportunity that you get. Same pizza, now you just could get it for $1 now.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates a good buying opportunity, but it's needed in the market, and it happens. It's gonna happen again, but um, and I'm not saying it's not hard to watch, especially when you're looking at your portfolio. But I mean, it's just part of the game. So shout out to 50 Cent. It's all part of the game.
Isn't that like why you should have like a strategy to use is like have like a little stash set aside. You don't have to have everything invested necessarily, but have a little stash for those type of, moments. So when there isn't a correction and everything is in red, you have that little stash so you can just start buying. And then even if you have stocks already that are, you bought them at a higher price, $3, whatever, now it's at $1, you buy more to average down. So it's like another strategy to use to actually save money. So you kind of want that. You kind of want these corrections and stuff like that if you play it smart. you know?
Yeah, so there's a few ways you can go about it, um, about dealing with a correction. Not saying that you're gonna benefit out of it, go profitable, but just dealing with it. So
Mhm.
either you can, just weather the storm and just sit there and just don't check your portfolio. I don't know. I heard a joke said I changed my password, so I won't check my portfolio.
Yeah.
So don't check it. You can place in put options, which you benefit on the downside, or you could just get out and get back in based off like charts and technical analysis. But to your point, a lot of people like to have 10 to 20% of their portfolio in cash for these opportunities, so they can do the put options, or they could just buy more.
What
Uh,
are put options?
Put options are like call options, or I'm sorry, they're the opposite of call options. So call options, if you buy them, you benefit from a stock going up. Put
Mhm.
options, if you buy them, you benefit from the stock going down. So in a correction, obviously everything's going down for the most part,
Mhm.
or the ones that are just ran hot, like tech stocks. So
Mhm.
you could put a put option on tech stocks, and basically you benefit from it going down.
Okay.
Um,
So either way, whether the market's good or bad, you can make money if you know what you're doing. If you have that type of strategy, whether the market's, good, bad, correction, not, if you know what you're doing. That's why people, it's funny to me when they're like, they try to throw shade or whatever, like, oh, like, how are you guys doing? With your little stocks on. I'm like, we're fine. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad,
yeah.
you're gonna be fine because you learn how to like ride that wave. It's like surfing, you know? You just learn how to ride the wave.
Yeah, it's not
That's
the
it.
correction is not bad because of the correction. The correction's bad because of the mentality, like
Hmm.
mental aspect. That's the worst part, is seeing your portfolio go down and you think, man, that's never coming back up. But you gotta realize that it's not the value, just because if you look at a chart, it has a lot of squigglies, but it's generally going up, the stock market. So you're just playing the long game. So if you're watching it all the time, you're not playing the long. You're gonna be stressed out because you're seeing it go up and down.
Hmm.
Um, so that's the main part. It's hard to watch, but it's not the fact that the value's going down. So you got to realize that if you're in good positions, either you got call options or you got the actual stock,
Hmm.
you have something of value. So your call option, people still want it. They just don't want it right now. In the long term, it's still gonna be valuable. Like if you have an AMD, for example, it's still gonna be valuable, but it's taking a hit right now. So you still have an actual asset that you own, and nobody
Hmm.
can take away from you. And so as long as you hold it and it's a good quality stock, you still have a great investment, no matter what that
Yeah.
that people want. Um, so I don't understand people sometimes. All right, so like they want to invest, but then they look at it like a trader. So traders look at the portfolio, every day, every other day, every week,
Hmm.
but they're like, I want to invest. But they're coming at it like they're a trader though. So they're looking at it like, man, I'm
So if
scared.
I'm an investor, you're a trader,
Yeah,
right?
well, I do
So,
both.
oh, you do both.
Yeah.
Okay, so just explain. I think we covered this in the beginning, but just explain the difference because like you're right, they want those quick, like every day, like I made $50, made $100, I made that. Like they looking for those quick returns every day, but they're not traders. They're
Yeah. Traders
investing
are
in.
more active. They're in and out, um, and they're not looking for the long term. They're not playing the long game necessarily.
Mhm.
Investors, they cannot look at their portfolio for like 3 to 6 months
Mhm.
because they know this the long game. They don't even got to think about it. They know the next time they look at it, it's gonna be up
Yeah.
more than likely. If you're looking at it every week, every month, you're gonna see every movement. So of course you're gonna be hurting.
Yeah, you're gonna be stressed out.
But you gotta be able to accept that if you're gonna look at it like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, if you want to be a trader, then do that. But if you want to invest, you don't have to look at it every week. I mean, and so yeah, you give it like self-inflicted pain,
Yeah.
and then you're stressing out like I don't know. I don't understand people.
So I'm an investor, but I look at it every day just because that's just what I like to do. So I have a call option, and on Friday it was up 57%. I was like, oh, that. And then today it was 40%. So it dropped 17%. And it doesn't stress me out because I'm like, I know that's not till, I think that one is a 2023 call option. I'm like, I don't need to worry about this until 2023, or close to 2023. That's when I'm looking at my, pulling it out or whatever. But right now it's just sitting there. And that goes to say, because I've talked to a lot of people who be stressed out, do not invest money that you need next month, or like if an emergency, like your roof caves in or whatever, and you need that money, because now it's like, this is a long-term game. You're supposed to be holding this till 2022, 2023, but now you need it because you need new tires on your car. Like, this shouldn't be money that you need to use in a case of an emergency. So you should have the savings account for your emergencies, and then the investing. But I think that's why a lot of people stress out, because it's money that they really need. Like, of course you need all of your money, but it's something that they're depending on. And that's why it messes with their mental, because it's like, if I lose all this money, then I'm screwed,
Yeah.
And that's really important.
Yeah, if you have, especially if you don't know what you're doing, I could see if you know it, like you're confident in yourself and you know what you're doing, you could pivot. But if you're new to it, yeah, you shouldn't be actually putting all your money in. If you're still learning, like, yeah, don't put money that you're depending on. But yeah, so the mental game is like thing, because like you said, people take their money out, but you got to think about it. If you're in good investments, like Apple is just not gonna go bankrupt like overnight. Something substantial has to happen. So if you own Apple and you're panicking about Apple going down, then you don't understand the game like you think you do, and you probably need to do more, or do more research, do more education. But
Yeah.
so like you said, you could benefit from the downside of the market. Yeah, when I trade, like most of the times I trade like against the stock that I'm trading. So it's called like short selling. So most of the time when I trade, I'm like trading that the thing will go down.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and this has to do with the correction. All right. So they say the bull. So the bull market goes up. The bull takes the stairs. So it's like a gradual climb. But the bear goes out the window. So the bear, when it's bad because, and everybody's feeling it because everybody panics. It's a emotion thing. So the market, it's been going up for like 3 months, and in 2 weeks it erases everything. It goes up for 3 months, and in 2 weeks it goes all the way down, erases all your gains. It's because people panic, and then a lot of the times it recovers just that fast as well. But it's just a psychological thing. But we had this in September. We had a correction, and September's was actually worse. But this one happened faster, so people think it's just. But it's gonna happen again, and you guys gotta just realize it that this happens in the market.
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's the roller coaster.
Yep.
Yo, so everyone take a moment, hit that subscribe button right there, down below. Subscribe, like, and share. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at investment_talk_only_MDI. Yes, that's the name. And definitely hit us up in the DM, or you can email us at admin@mdinvestmentsllc.com. We definitely want to hear from you. We want your questions. We want your feedback. So hit us up. Anyways, let's get back to this money investment talk only.
So you got in a first options contract.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about, so we've been, MIA for 2 months. So I just want to put a PSA out there, because a lot of people hit me up and ask me like, yo, Monique, teach me. Listen, I am not a financial advisor. I am like, my field of work is total opposite of something else, right? So I can't give you guys advice. I'm you guys. I am on your side of the fence. Like when me and Johnny first started doing the podcast, like I honestly didn't know anything. Like I was just like, I was you guys, you know, and I was just, everything sound foreign to me, and I'm just talking with him. So this was what, September, October-ish or whatever. And then for a long time, I didn't even really like I was just doing the podcast and I was just trying to learn, but I wasn't all in like that. And then I started, you know, I'm in your chat, blah, 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 and it sounded like a foreign language. Then people started asking me questions, and I'm like, dang, I feel obligated, like it's my, you know, duty to help in any way I can, but I don't know the answers. So what I started to do, I started researching stuff. Like they're like, oh, Monique, what is da da da? And I'm like, I don't know. So I start Googling, YouTubing, and just trying to learn. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of different things, books, and then I would ask you for clear. I'll text you or call you and say, hey, does this mean da 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 da? You're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. And then go to the next one. And it's with people reaching out to me and asking me questions, which started triggering things for me. And then I started getting more involved in the chat. And then I started learning, and I went down a rabbit hole. And now, like you said, I'm in my first call option. I bought 2 call options, one with AMD and the other one went XLK. I think that's what it is. Is right. So, and I'm like, wow, like seeing the returns that I have is like, I'm never going back. Like I am so involved. Like I'm so into it now. I'm excited. Like I said, I check my stocks every day. I love seeing green has become one of my favorite colors. Like I'm so excited. And I went from literally not knowing anything, doing my own researches, and I literally use our podcast, and I go back sometimes and I listen to some of the stuff that you said, because I'm like, yo, what is that one thing that Johnny was talking about that one time? I go back and I'll look at it, do my research, look up different, you know, stuff, and I'm not nearly where you are, but I can hold my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I know when you're having a conversation, I know how to, like, I can listen and understand what's going on, you know? And that's why I try and tell people, I'm like, there's no way of, like, I just tell them, do your research. Like, we could tell you the basics, like open a brokerage account, you know, like learn how to manage money. But really it's on the individual person to go out there and do the research and really learn for themselves. That's how I feel. So, but yeah, so like I said, I went from basically 0 to 50, right? I'm like, now I'm like able to hold my own. I'll say like 60, 70. That's where I'm at right now, right? Percent in learning. I still have so much more to learn, but yeah, just in the past 2 months alone.
And don't be shy to reach out to me. Unlike her, I'm actually a financial advisor, so
yeah.
But I think it's the being familiar with you and not me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. There's more like people who just know me, and not gonna front. A lot of people ask me, "Yo, can I talk to your brother? Can I reach your brother?" And I honestly don't know what to say, because I know you're super busy, and I don't know what you're, you know, really how you're handling that, like when it comes to you know, investing people's money or teaching. So like, where do you stand when it comes to that?
So as far as being busy, I'll make time. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And that's always asked. I was like, are you interested in learning, or you just want to get more into the investment world and like just let somebody handle it? Some people want to do both, so we just take it from there. But I can help with either path.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, just reach out. Like, I don't think I ever said no to anything anybody's asked me. So I'm here as a servant to you guys. So yeah, just ask what you need, and I'll do my best to help.
Okay. So what have you been doing in the past 2 months?
Accessible. So me, my personality, I don't know how to stop. So I'm always doing something. So even in this 2 months, you know, I've been busy. So the first thing that I did is me and my partner, Charles Martinez, we're a business partner, not life partner. What do you say? How people New Year's Day calls? Yeah, I was like, hold on. That's my partner. I should have said it with an A from like if I.
Yo, I didn't even think of that. You're like, my business.
Charles Martinez. He's another entrepreneur. He goes by CL Kid. He's a music artist. But we opened up a nonprofit. It's called Be the Reason, and we're gonna be more in the community and try to open up investment clubs for like high schools, low income communities, and try to teach about investing and just be in the community. Trying to reach out to the youth and I don't know, whatever we can do, help the homeless and stuff like that. So we got it branded a little bit, but we got some more work to do before we can actually start making moves on that. So, but super happy about that and proud of that. So we're trying to get Charles on here to talk to him about that in the next coming episodes. So that actually got my Series 65, which is a FINRA license. So I had my Series 66 and Series 7. So that's more if you work for a broker like I was with Merrill Lynch. A Series 65 means you can do it on your own. And so I got the 65, and basically so I can manage money. I could manage money before that, but I had a limit. Like I couldn't advertise myself, or I couldn't go past 15 people. But now I'm unlimited since I got the license. And I'll actually be partnering with Charles Schwab to be on their platform. And so basically anybody can open up an account with me and I can manage their money, or they should just manage their own money if they have the knowledge. But the account will be under MDI.
So this is kind of like how you have your Robinhood, CD Ameritrade, all them, like they're gonna go to an MDI.
Exactly.
That's super cool. You're gonna do an app?
Yeah, there'll be an app. So basically everything that your brokerage has, like if you have a brokerage now, like at TD, E-Trade, Robinhood, basically but when you open the app, you'll see major distributions, and they'll be like powered by Charles Schwab. And a lot of people don't know, but Charles Schwab acquired TD Ameritrade. So if you have TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim, basically, you won't be even changing anything. You'll just be under MDI. The assets will be under MDI. So like I said, you can let me manage the money, or you can just open an account and have the money managed on there, and then but basically you have access to me and more direct access to me. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty epic. A lot of people been asking me so it's gonna be like 30 days or so. So I'm trying to get as best I can, but it's in the Florida securities regulations hands right now. So they just have to approve it. And 4 days after that, I'll be up and running. But yeah, just give me some time. But yeah, we're there though.
You're like, so you just say like nothing, like, yeah, I'm just gonna have, a platform. Like that's like so like that's big.
No, it's pretty legendary, man. Yeah, I mean, man, it's definitely a blessing. But
like you should be putting your glasses on with the chain and all that stuff, like.
Man, I'm waiting for it to be done though, and then I'll have the glasses and stuff.
You're celebrating all that.
My first account, yeah, the glasses will be here, the shades.
I'm gonna put my money to your account.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody want to bring the money so I can have the clout? But I got $10 million. Yeah. So yeah, Be the Reason, and then the Series 65.
Yo, if you guys need help with that Be the Reason thing, you already know, like.
Yeah. So like I said, I want to come on the show and kind of promote it, get Charles on the show, promote it, and yeah, like have other people involved. Be the Reason is we want to inspire people to be the reason why others want to do good in life and stuff like that. So
that's super cool.
So I want other people to come on, other young people, all the old heads doing the work. So nice. Do you want to do stock a week, or do we have something else?
I don't think we have anything else. I think we just want to we've been gone for a minute, so we want to talk about the correction a little bit, let people know that don't let your psyche, fear you into,
and what to expect for the rest of the year. So we got through this correction. Obviously, it should be a run up. We expect a run up. When I say we, I say like Wall Street, I guess.
Yeah.
because we actually are participants of Wall Street. But anyways, Wall Street expects a run up through the summer. In September, we should see some rocky waters again, but we'll be here to navigate. But yeah, through the summer, you should see, pretty much some gains. So if you're not in now, this might be a really good time to get in. In September, take heed. Just have a strategy in place of what you're gonna do. If you know you're gonna just stick through it, don't look at your account, obviously.
Yeah.
You want to have some put options in place where you just get out, know how to recognize when something's bad about to happen, get out, and then move up. But I'm actually working on, so I'm trying to figure out how to best implement a correction strategy. So I will be sharing that once I get that formalized. But yeah, that should be and then September, October might be bad. November, December should be pretty well to the end of December. But yeah, so stock of the week.
That's, I need to know. I need to know
So
what I
this
know.
is not really the traditional stock of the week. This is more like you're gonna have to do your due diligence. Like this is
Oh,
not solid reco, which none of mine was a reco, um, but I'd say this might be a little promising. But like I said, you got to do your research. But it's actually Airbnb. Uh, they IPO'd like a few months ago, and it might have been like a high valuation. That's kind of one of the reasons why I say do your due diligence. So you got to make sure you get it at a good price. But Airbnb, man, I think it's here to stay, and they're just changing how people vacation, and which is like a big thing, around the world. Shoot, we got an Airbnb like 3 weeks ago, and
yeah.
I mean that was amazing. That was a great time.
Yeah, it's like an 8-bedroom house. We got an 8-bedroom house with a pool, and it's like all of our most of the siblings were there with all their kids. Everybody was comfortable.
Yep, everybody's comfortable. All the kids, 4 different families in there. I got to split the cost. We, at night we just hung out, played games, watched movies, and it was everybody from different cities. So we all came up on an Airbnb, and it was like, man, I would never get a hotel again. And then a family member came in a week later, and then they got a hotel, had a horrible experience. And it was only the service. It wasn't the actual room.
Wow.
It was a service. So it was like you in Airbnb, you don't have to deal with anybody.
Because usually we do hotels, like if we all meet up at the beach, we all have, and we're running from room to room. Other kids are like, can I go to Theo's room? Can I go to that? So they're like running forth, and then when we did the Airbnb, it's just like put all the money together, and then all the kids are together. The 2 girls sharing, everybody, doing their own thing, and everybody's just chilling. Everybody's under one roof, no worries, and I think that's the way to go.
Exactly. If you just think about that experience, and probably so many people experience the same thing, and then you could obviously leave reviews. The person that owns the house leaves a review for you, so your reputation carries and stuff. So it's just a good system. And then on the business side of it, if you want to take advantage, a lot of people are buying properties just to get into the Airbnb because they can make so much more money in kind of specific places. Like if you're by an airport or if you're in a tourist area, you use your property just for Airbnb, just for business.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think it's here to stay. I think it's just gonna get better. So, but yeah, make sure you buy it in at a good time. But Airbnb, I think 10 years from now, we're still gonna be talking about Airbnb. So that's the stock of the week. Go ahead, check it out. Shout out to Reed on Read Between the Lines, his podcast. Check that out. But he wanted me to talk about NFTs. Yeah. You know what that is?
Isn't that something with cryptocurrency?
Kind of. I think they're related. So I don't know much about it, but I did my research. So it's non-fungible tokens. So it's pretty cool, but don't know much about it. But basically it's this concept where just like Bitcoin, where you can't alter the currency. It can't be like mess with or whatever. So that's why they like it. Nobody can change it, and there's a security system in place that it's your money secure, something like that. It can't be altered. So the NFT is like the same thing, but instead of Bitcoin, like when you have like millions of it and it's all the same, your one NFT is unique and can never be altered. So they're using it for, so the practicality of it is they use it for like a lot of transactions, like with unique, the assets unique. So like a painting. So if you had a Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa will be attached to NFT, and it's authentic because that NFT can never be like altered or anything. And so that's the true Mona Lisa, and there's no duplicate of it, for example, like that. And then they use it for a real estate property and all that stuff. So as far as like getting into it in the business of it, don't know that, but kind of like the short explainer I know. But